footage here on this weather cam in Italy, in Rome. Look at the thick clouds that have been pushed down, and also they have been spraying the skies over here in the UK as they sprayed the skies all over the globe. Now the thing is though, these huge red reflections are getting so close now. They're getting so close. You can see them actually moving in the tintness and the shading. As you look at the sky here on this cam, you can see that the shadows behind them clouds as those red reflections are coming through. Nemesis, the binary twin, is so close now. And also with the sun's solar activity, it's absolutely agitated now, but the media still won't say anything. They don't want to say anything to stop mass panic right to the end. They won't tell us right to the end. They really won't. They have been chemtrailing all morning here in the UK, leaving a black cloud right in front of the chems and the chems behind it. And the binary twin reflection is there on the horizon. It's so evidential now. It's just a serious situation. It really is. Look at this screen. See the way it darkens and lightens? These reflections are there now. They are. They're really there. Pinkness is there and the redness. And I'm going to go to the next cam. Here is the other cam, and this is over in the Canary Islands. Do you remember me telling you before about that building? With the stripes there on the beach, you could see that normally it's white and also the yellow reflections there. To the right hand side in the sky, you've got another object that's behind those clouds trying to beam through. Can you see the pinkness and the roundness of that object? And also the skies are pink and everything's dark. There's still people who will still carry on playing and doing their day-to-day activities, as you can see on the beach there. Others I've noticed as well are looking up at the skies. It's only a matter of time until we all see what's going on. So anyway, going to the next cam now because it's so important we see the different reflections. The clouds are darkening, the clouds are getting lower, and the pink and reflections of Nemesis and Nibiru are here. It's all here now. This is a live cam in Tenerife. You can see the clouds are lowering, okay? And it's so important to follow the channel and to watch this situation as it unfolds. You can see blatantly the darkness as well, and these thick chemtrails that are covering our skies. As before, we've looked at many cams in the past. We've looked at the Mexico cams and all other cams around the world, and we were getting blue skies. The thing is, though, you can see on the horizon Nemesis. The reflections of Nemesis is there in the sky. And government don't want you to see it. NASA and other organisations, they don't want you to see it. As Mr. John Moore said on his documentary, that this is going to happen now, 2016, 2017. Well, guess what? It's happening now. The reflections are showing now, and they don't want you to see it. Look at the craziness of the skies. These lower clouds, they don't move all day because they get left there, because of toxins. We're breathing it in. We really are breathing it in. So basically now, I'm going to go to another cam, but it's so important now that you see what's going on in the skies. It's dark everywhere, and we're getting the red reflections on every single cam. Here we are as well in Tenerife, and you can see this cam quite clearly. Thing is though, these people sat on the bench and walking past, they still think that we've got natural skies and no one's going to harm us, and the military wouldn't do that. They wouldn't cover the skies. You can see the greyness and the plasma on the top right hand corner as the sun is burning the hydrogen off the clouds and the pinkness. And these lower clouds, they're so low now, the natural clouds, chems are above it. You can see a chemtrail at the top middle corner. The thing is though, people still going to work and doing their activities daily and on their holidays and stuff. And it's just the situation is that they're not going to tell us, are they, towards right to the end until we can't do nothing. But many of us, like the subscribers and lots of viewers out there and people out there on Mother Earth, they know that what's going on. They look at the skies and everything's changing. This is another Italian cam. Can you see on the right hand side, you can see that reflection from Nemesis, that red reflection. Can you see how the chemtrails and the natural clouds, they don't mix. They don't mix at all. There's always a gap there. The sheet is broken, you see, because the solar flares also, and the Nemesis is burning our sun twice as much because the sun's core is absolutely at its point now. And these solar flares are burning and cutting through the clouds. There's all sorts of things going on up there. And if we move them chems away, we're going to see everything. But I'll tell you what, this is quite strange as well, because, you know, say if the chems did move and people did see that star, they were still carrying on their way. They still do their jobs and go to work and things. And
they just carry on with their activities and stuff, because NASA will come out with some other glorious lie to false media, and media will turn around and say it's something else, and they will just believe it and carry on as Nemesis is coming closer. It's just absolutely, I really get frustrated because I want the truth to go out there. I want people to know that we're in a binary situation where we have a binary twin star. Thousands of stars have binary twin, billions of stars, sorry, have binary twin stars. It's just amazing how people don't understand to look up. They need to look up. It really is important. If they can grab the channel and look what I'm showing you, it's so important that the word gets out there. Here on this cam as well, in Tenerife again, you can see the skyline. This lowered clouding we see every day, and also the pink reflections from the Nibiru system. And it's not going anywhere. It's going to keep coming, and it's going to basically come past us, and we're going to get some awful weather, terrible, terrible changes to our planet. So just a situation where they're covering the skies every single day, everywhere. Here's another live cam in Italy, and I just want to say something. Okay, Italy's in Europe, and they have had some serious earthquakes. It's all hushed up now, isn't it? They just want to scrub it under the carpet and just forget about it, turn their backs on people, government. They always do it. They don't care. Now, the thing is, we're in January, okay? Now, the thing is, the mornings are very dark as well. Last year, it was getting lighter in January, the normal sort of lightness, but it's still dark, an hour difference. Now, look at the horizon here on this cam. It's a high-definition cam, and you can see, basically, we're in January. Now, we're getting pink skies every single morning and every single night through the day. Now, these reflections and this colouring is from the binary twin Nemesis. It's really important to know this now, because I've studied this for quite some time. I've seen that object, the binary twin. I've seen it for myself. It's so important because basically many people have seen it as well, and they just stick to the guns. And this is why I'm doing this channel, because it's so important. I go out at night time, early hours of the morning at 4 a.m. Roughly 4 a.m. I picked up an object up in the sky north, and I used my telescope, and basically I zoomed into the object as well. And then it started getting cloudy afterwards, where they were spraying the skies, the chems were coming through. Now, the thing is, though, it could have been a known object, okay? But there was something that was coming off the sides of this thing. And basically, they're huge, they're massive celestial bodies out there. Now, the thing is, though, I've checked the solar chart, and there was nothing should have been in that part of the sky that time in the morning. Now, what's going on? Because the thing is, though, I'm picking up other objects as well. Now, I'm gonna be going to a place called Maplethorpe. That's near Skegness, in between Nottinghamshire and Lincolnshire. I'm gonna go there to the beach, and I'm gonna scan the skies there, because I picked up objects up there before. I want to see what I can try and catch, because I've got some time on my hands there, you see, for tonight, which is good. Anyway, so yeah, the skies are just pink here as well. In the UK, they were just getting some really pink reflections. But can you see to the right of the screen on this webcam, you can see that it's a lot brighter there, that orangey reflection from Nemesis. It's there. Here is another European cam. You can see the pinkness in the sky. Look at the ground, it's dark. And basically, for this time in the morning, it's not right, is it? We can see these reflections all over the place now. These pink clouds are behind them. The cloud should be white. Behind them will be reflections. You will see the binary twin. You'll see a star, and it'll be shining through. The reflections are here to show it. It's only now a point to keep scanning the skies on these webcams to try and catch it. Try and catch Nemesis out there, as they have missed out the skies at that part of the skies. But I tell you what, they're doing a damn job by covering it. They're covering everywhere. They are spraying and pumping our skies all over the place. Even on this cam as well, you can see where it's just dark and sprayed, and the pinkness in the sky. And also the trees. Have you noticed the trees and the plant life as well? The temperature there is higher than normal, and these trees are not. They don't look well, do they? You know what I mean? These chems are landing on the land and the trees. I mean, the grass. Look at the grass. I mean, things just look like they're being. There's no liveliness to them, is there? There's no healthiness to the ground and the land. This is a skyline cam in Croatia. Now, come on. There's something going on, isn't there? There really is, and we're getting closer to the truth because, like the other video that I produced, I have said to you that the reflections are getting closer now. And I've said all along from the footage of the Mexico cams right up through when I showed you that volcano cam with that nemesis, the reflection that's behind the simulator. You can see it all now. It's so there. Now, it's happening everywhere, isn't it? Look at the skies here. They have chemtrailed all morning, covered our skies, because they know that we all look up. We as humans like to look at the blue sky and look at the nature, you know, the birds and basically the clouds. We have a look, you know what I mean? We enjoy our planet Earth. The thing is now, though, people are going to think, hold on, why is it cloudy all the time? They're going to start noticing, aren't they? They're going to start noticing the change. We already have. We've noticed now that what they're doing, and also these pink reflections up in the sky. This cam is in high definition. It really is. And these pink clouds are reflections from the binary twin Nemesis and Nibiru. They are coming closer now. So everything that other people have said on their channels in the past, it's all coming true, isn't it? Mr. John Moore, as I said 2 minutes ago, 2016, it's all going to start. It is happening now. It really is. Nancy Leader. Now the thing is, though, you've seen her channel, fantastic lady, I respect her and I watch her work. She has said the same thing. Okay? Now the time is now. It's so important to get the word out there. It really is. The time's now. There's no other excuse about it because I just see all these different reflections in the sky now, and I have never seen it so red every single day. Something's going to happen. You've heard the saying, haven't you? Calm before the storm. We all heard the saying, calm before the storm. And the powers to be don't want us to see this. But they must think we're blind, because the thing is so now. This is happening every day, and it's only a matter of time. Now, is this the big warning? Is this basically when the veil is released, we're going to see it, and then it's too late? Well, I think it's too late now for everybody, so it's so important to prep. It really is. It's so important to prep. If you can get at least about 6 months of food and just put it away. It really is important. I've said this before. Don't be the one stuck on the fence with this, because these colours behind these clouds, you've got to realise it's not an evening sky. It really isn't an evening sky. Okay? Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. No, don't think so. This is happening every day through the day now. We're seeing these pink reflections from the binary twin. It's here. It is here. Here is another cam that's in Europe as well. And basically, you can see the pink sky. Matt and his pink skies. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely there, isn't it? You've got the sun reflection on the left, and you've got that darkness. Now look carefully at this cam. Can you see them reflections behind the clouds? Can you see them moving? Look to the right-hand side. You can see them reflections moving through. And also on the land. I mean, the snow's white. The sky's pink. There's no camera trickery. This is real. This is absolutely happening every single day. And I look out the window now. I'm looking out the window now, my French windows at the back of the house, and I can see the skies are pink. They are pink, and you can see the reflections. They really are. It's just unbelievable how people are not noticing this. It really is. And I just want everybody to keep an eye and keep being observant, because it's down to us now. Because the military are spraying the skies. They don't want to say nothing, do they? It's not coming out on media yet, at all. But I believe it will come out. It will come out eventually. They will say something. They will. It's just the banking system that they're worried about. Not worried about us. Not yet. Not until the last minute. And they're, as we're at home and we go to work and do our day-to-day things, they're building their bunkers. They're finishing off their underground cities. And they think they're going to survive. But let me tell you something. They're not going to survive. When the shift happens, that's it. It's just going to get crushed. Everything gets crushed. And there's evidence of mountains around the world where there's folding parts of the mountains and where they've basically shifted and crumbled. It's just like crunching a piece of paper in your hand. And when the big waves come, that's, we've really got to take this in now. It's so important to get the message out there. It really is. Because we've got to, as a community, we need to keep close, keep being observant, because then reflections are coming through on the skies. Here's another cam in Cape Town, another part of the world, and that's Africa way. And you can see basically, look at these, they are spraying the skies over there as well. Look at the haze, and you're getting some blue skies there, but not so much because they're just spreading all the chemicals across the sky. Doing a great job, aren't they, painting our skies. The thing is, though, I know what you're up to, and we all do. It should have been, this should have been stopped a long time ago. It's just so frustrating. I get upset because I just want people to understand that we're heading for some hard times. We really are now, and it's about time that we started to show everybody the different cams, and they need to know. And this is why I'm doing this video, and the other videos, is because I just want you to see what's going on up there in the skies. It's up, these people on the cam, they're just they're doing their daily job. They're trying to run a business, and they don't realise what's going on up there above their heads. They just think they're just contrails and just normal clouds. Well, they're not, are they? We know that. It's to hide the binary twin. Here's another video here. It's Cape Town on this webcam. You can see the milky sky and the chemtrails up there. They're trying to hide everything, and you got some blue sky there as well. But the thing is, though, these people on the land just doing their daily job and running a business. The thing is, though, basically they don't realise that basically we've got a situation where we've got heavenly bodies that are coming close towards our Earth now, and the pink skies and everything. The thing is, though, we are dimming, and we're in big trouble. This is a very important cam as well, and basically you can see now it's important now, okay? Very important that we really look into this, because I'm showing you evidence. Now the thing is, some people would think, oh, you're just showing us different cams. Nothing to see here. Well, let me tell you something, there is to see, because look at the dimness on the ground. It shouldn't be like that with the natural sun. And look in the middle of the screen. Look at that reflection from the binary twin nemesis. It's there. You see the boats? You've got 1, 2, and 3, these cargo vessels. Okay? Now look in the middle of the screen. It's there. You've got the haze on the right and the left-hand side. You've got the plasma coming off the sun on the left-hand side, and you've got the darkness on the right, and you've got nemesis on the horizon, the reflection. It's so sad that they spray the skies, because at the end of the day, this is a natural, life-changing event. It's going to happen. It really is going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, okay? I wish I knew it was when it's going to happen, but it will happen because the reflections are here. They really are. And if I was running this cam now, this camera, I'd have a speaker and I'd shout out, look on the horizons. Look over to the horizons. Hopefully 1 or 2 would look over. But I believe quite a lot of people do realise what's going on. They just don't want to say anything. Very important people as well, and high jobs and things. And other people as well that are just going about their way with their families and just living their lives and just being happy. Like myself, I'm settled and I'm happy, you know. I've got my family and stuff, and I've got a lot of friends, and I've got friends online as well, great people that talk to me, which is fantastic. Really is fantastic. They're following the channel as well, and they just know that it's coming. They really do know it's coming. It's just screaming at us now, isn't it? The skies are just being chemmed every single day. And I believe that government in the past, and I've been studying the news and watching and reading in between the lines of the stories of all these meetings of all the government officials that meet up together, or when that door's locked and the cameras are switched off and the news media are out, being told to leave. They do get told to leave. Then they start talking real business about what's going on and what they're going to be doing with the military and spraying the skies and covering all sorts of things, because NASA is the military. NASA won't say nothing. The shadow government, they know it all. They know something's going on. The puppeteers, the ones that are on the TV, it's not worth listening to them because they're just there, staged for our ears only. Here on another European live cam, what have we got? Chemtrails, chemicals, haze. I mean, look at it. They spray the skies every day. The only thing is, though, the big giveaway is look at that reflection behind that electric pylon. On the horizon, you've got Nemesis, the reflection, the red reflection. It's a shame that we can't see it. It really is. I've checked hundreds of cams this morning, early hours. When I got back home, I have been checking all different cams, and they are spraying everywhere. We're getting chem bombed everywhere. It's just ridiculous. Look at it. We're being sprayed everywhere for them to stop us from seeing the binary twin. But listen, they can't get rid of it. They can't push it away. They can't send it back to where it's been. It's too late. It's too late, NASA, because we're all going to see it. Because sooner or later, Nemesis is going to burn through those chems and the haze and the toxins that you're pumping up at us every single day. And basically, when it does show through, what are you going to do then? Run away? Run away. Well, I believe that's going to be so, because most of government, and I've seen on the news media and stuff, they just talk a load of, well, you know the word. Here it is here in Hungary. Look at this. Very important to see this. The thing is, though, you all realise and you all respect that those clouds are not our clouds. They are chemtrails. And they are basically spending all our taxpayers' money. It's us that's paying for it. We are paying for what they're doing. It's wrong. And also you've got that, the sun's up now, and you've got that horizon there. The Nemesis is lighting up the horizons now. It really is lighting up the horizons as well. It's so important to know this. People are still doing their day-to-day activities. And I just hope, and I respect many people to, I hope they're going to be alright. I really do. You know, it's just a situation where I want to tell many people, I want to let them know that this is happening. It's so frustrating. It really is. But when I look at people in the eye and they're just going on to their day-to-day activities and they're happy in their life, it holds me back, because I don't want them to think I'm some sort of person to upset them, you know. But I think this is why they're doing this as well, the military. They don't want anybody to, they all think it's just for them to do this job. It's quite frustrating to say this, really, but for them to do this job, it's as if they just want us to, which we are, you know, just to carry on right to the very end. But the thing is, though, the Sumerians and many other people in the past, as I said before, they didn't have the chemtrails. Their skies weren't sprayed. They saw it coming. They did. They saw it coming. Just strange, isn't it? You know, when you get really deep into it and start studying the skies properly and looking at these celestial bodies at night time and stuff, you know that NASA and government are just keeping everybody's eyes down. You know, they don't want anybody to look up, and just so important to the heart that we need to look up. It really is. This is also a very important cam to see, okay? Now, this is in Barcelona, and you can see them red reflections with the sun. Now, that is lens flare, okay? You can see the lens flare there, can't you? The pink round objects, they're lens flare. The thing is, though, that, as I said before, that I'm worried about, on the right-hand side, look how dark it is. There is a huge shadow on the right-hand side that's coming in. It's huge. Now, the light side, where the simulator is in front of that sun, and basically on the horizon, you've got Nemesis that's reflecting. Look between Nemesis and the sun. There's no change. Okay? It's blue, or a grey haze now. A silvery haze. There's two light sources on the sea. You can see that. That's the simulator, and then you've got our sun behind that. It's burning twice as much. It really is burning really badly. Now, the thing is, though, there is a cloaking device that's to the right of the screen. And behind that you can see a red reflection. They have got something going on up there, big. There is a huge body that's coming in. And you can see this with this dark reflection. On the other cams that I've showed you as well, you can see this dark reflection on the right and the light reflection on the left. Look at the buildings, the land. Look how dim it is on the land. It's so important that you know this. Now, the sun is up. It should be shining on everything, on the beach, everything as it's done in the past, in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's not, is it? It's not doing anything. It's just staying in the same position. Okay? Now, the thing is, though, basically, there is some lens flare with the sun right now. Now, I don't know if one of them parts of the lens flare is Nibiru. I'm not too sure. But what I'm saying is, though, that's so important, okay, that on the right-hand side of the screen, there is a dark, dark reflection. And I believe it's a cloaking device, okay, that's stopping us from seeing something big. It really is. Now, I've clocked and looked at the other cams, and I've noticed this. I've noticed this darkness. And let me tell you something as well. That orange reflection you see on the coastline there is Nemesis. It's there. In the mornings, you will see it rise. Early in the morning, and it goes back down again. And basically, it's a situation where we do need to prepare, because as cam, they have not sprayed the skies. In Barcelona, they've not sprayed the skies. They've sprayed the skies everywhere else. Well, the ones that I've seen at the moment, most cams have been turned off, but the red objects that you can see on the left-hand side of the screen is lens flare. Now, the thing is, though, I'm not sure about technicalities of situations. I'm not a scientist. I'm not I'm just a photographer, and I do my artwork and stuff, and I can see reflections and things. And I've also looked into cams. You know, these all sky cams, and also the other cams like this Skyline cam. Well, I've looked up their data and stuff, and how professional the cams are. Now, the thing is, there's thousands of pounds spent on these cameras. They don't lie. They tell the truth, and also they're in high definition, because they need to be. Because if anything bad happens, they need to keep an eye on the horizons. They need to keep an eye on things. It's security, isn't it? You know, many people, like you, the subscribers, know about the security side of things. They won't just put up a camera, a cheap camera, just to basically blur out the skies and that, because this is 100% what's going on right now. It really is. Now, the thing is, though, my main concern is that dark shadow on the right-hand side, and I've been watching it for a long time now. I really have. And I think we should basically keep an eye on this cam and other cams as well, because we are getting our skies sprayed here in the UK. We're getting the skies sprayed in the USA, many parts of Australia, and all parts of the world, Africa, Europe, Russia. The skies are being sprayed all the time. The only thing is, though, basically, there is some cams that they don't basically, you can see where they've not been spraying. Now, the thing is, later on, you will start seeing sprays. The chemtrails will be up there, and they're spraying the skies again, here on this camera. So I'll show you this camera to you later on today or tomorrow, and you will see it's completely chemtrailed. Now, I believe that they have got an object in front of that sun, because the sun is not beaming out as it should be. It's a yellowy haze. it's not the same sun as we had before. Some parts of the world, it's bright white, too bright. It's agitating people. And other parts of the sky, it's this haze and this dark shadow. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you with this cam now. So respect to everybody, and I'll get back to you on another video shortly today, because I've got things to sort out and everything. So respect to all the other channels that are doing a really great work, really are doing marvelously with their studying and researching. And take care, and respect to you all from Matt Rogers.